Hello everybody, welcome back to RyaniNOTar, and today we are playing the Stanley Parable. So this is one of those games which I think is my favorite kind of game genre, where at the end of it, you're just kind of like, what just happened? That's exactly what this game is. And that is gonna be, and that's, my brain is already broken. I almost said my game is already broken. What? I don't know. So anyways, as you can see, like that little computer over there is a computer of a computer of a computer of a computer. Bless you. If you sneezed right there, you are probably very freaked out, but that was not intended. That's just how it works. I was gonna say something else. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, my camera. I am trying to make my camera a little better. Some of you may not know, but I actually don't have a webcam to record off of, so what do? I duct tape my cell phone, my Android device, to my wall. And that's what that is. So I am slowly trying to make it better. Oh wait, I pressed the start game button. But I've placed my light source around in various locations, trying to see which place works. And the place that I have it in right now seems to be the best one, maybe. Leave a comment in the description of what you think looks better, the before or the right now, because I want to know.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Is that like going to come back later on?
Number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
That's almost like I do.
To him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
That sounds great.
Others might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Who wouldn't love that job?
They'd been made exactly for this job.
Everybody is made exactly for that job, because that's exactly what everybody does.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
What was that?
Something
teleportation.
He would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for
Wait, what was that? I forgot.
When he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years
I'll respond to that in a minute.
Had this happened. This complete isolation.
Complete isolation.
Was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and
I got up from my desk. I better step out of my office. As I was about to say, if your job is to respond to something that always comes up, and it tells you to respond to it, but it never says anything, do you actually respond to it? Boom. Mind blown.
All of his co-workers were gone.
My co-workers are gone!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
What could it mean?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I missed a memo.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I will find a trace of my co-workers. What did that do? I turned off a computer. Okay, so apparently I can interact with stuff. There is no one here. I better go to the meeting room to see if I missed a memo. What's in here? Nothing? I didn't check any of the other doors. I wonder if I missed something. That computer turned off. This is one late night all over again. What? You know what? I think I'm gonna stick to my mouse and keyboard. Oh no, because it might be a little less jumpy for you guys. So I'm gonna do it for you guys, right? Haha. What's this say? What's it say? Username ADCISS. Goodbye. Goodbye. Number 420. 425, 426, 427 is way over in that room. Where that is me. I am me and he is hit. What? There is a clock and there is a ladder to a Attic, and it all looks like portal. Maybe we're going into a portal. We could very well be going into a portal. What? I was right!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I enter the door on my left? I don't know if I should trust him yet. I trust you guys. What do you guys think? Should I trust him or should I go to the door on... Which one was the one he said? I don't remember. Well, right is always wrong and left is right. So right is right. Right.
This
right.
is not the correct way to the meeting room.
It wasn't
Stanley
right.
knew perfectly well. Perhaps
I'm
he
sorry?
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I want to stop by the employee lounge just to admire it. Oh, look at this.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
I am
It
admiring
has really
it.
been worth the detour after all, just
This
to
is-
spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It is
Stanley
quite beautiful.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Haha, drink, because it's a vending machine that got drinks. Never mind, go. Coffee? Do I need some coffee?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yes, it is.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some
Looking at the
paintings.
chair.
Really worth it.
Wait, paintings? Where? Painting? That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy
Ha-ha.
and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
I'm sorry.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
What's wrong with my personality? Are you... What? What? No, they can't all leave me.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Wait, but the game is sending me a message. Wait, the game is sending Stanley a message, but Stanley and I... What? Why does the notepad make a keyboard sound? I'm pressing the keyboard. Oh my gosh, this game is going to confuse everyone, especially myself.
At last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I can't! Wait! That's my right! That was not right. I'm supposed to go to... Oh no. Which way do I go? What? The left? Oh, so I do go on the left? Yeah? Okay. We'll go on the left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Wait, what is
and got
this?
Back on track.
On track. This is a track. It's a elevator track. No, we're gonna follow the story. Here I am. Goodbye. Now what? Hello? Hello? Where's my information? Where's my instructions? They stopped. Just like Stanley. 411, 412. Do we want to go down? Wait, what's the... There's a whiteboard, and what's it say? Do you guys see it? This way? This way? No, not that way. What?
Yet
What is
there
this?
was not a single person here either.
There's not a single person
Feeling
here
a wave
either.
of disbelief,
I can't believe it.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Maybe I'll find an answer in my boss's office. Using slides to ensure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header like the one that it has up there. And throw some... Everyone is unique. You most of all. If everyone is unique, is anyone really unique? Ooh. Boom. Number of slides on this slide. Charts, slides, and charts. Rate out which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Blue is... I don't know, I can't read it. Rate of increase in graphs per slides. Oh no. Oh no. The boss appreciation minute. On your boss appreciation minute, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Where? Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee, like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Let it ball up inside of you. Take it out aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it ball up inside of you. It just goes in a circle. Like that. Hello. That's a broom closet. Can I get a broom? Hello? 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 Is there anyone in my
Stanley
closet?
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Woo! Turned around. 360. No.
There was
Don't.
nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
I'ma just
no
sit here.
reason to still be here.
But I'ma sit here. Don't tell me what to do. There's a hose in here. There's plenty of things to do in here. Look at
It was
this.
baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
I'm standing. I'm
He
not
wasn't
sitting.
even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
What are you
As
talking
it
about?
is,
There's some hose.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
F.A. F.A. Fa. What am I doing, Fa?
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing?
No.
Really?
I'm doing
Please
everything.
offer
I'm
me some
observing.
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm sure you are. I'm very confusing. It's true. It's very true, probably. Maybe. I don't know. Am I confusing?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
But maybe that's the
It
exact
didn't
reason
occur to me because
why I'm in here.
literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
What are you talking about? It's
I
got a
never would
box.
have thought to mention it.
You didn't mention the box? It's got a hose and a box and a monkey wrench and a filter.
Maybe to you,
and
this
some
is
others.
somehow its
Duct
own
tape.
branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?
I would've-
The broom closet ending was my favourite."
There's
your friends
there's a
find this
typo there.
concerning.
There's a typo, sir. You're speaking in typos.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Oh!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection.
Oh!
That's how stupid he is. Or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Ah!
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Yes, I am.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this...
That's exactly what
it's
happened.
to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Actually, can you leave it aside for...
Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead.
Wait, can you
He
leave...
or she has fallen prey
me
to
to
any number
decompose
of
by
your
myself?
countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer.
Who's
making
gonna-
sure
who
they
can replace me?
understand
I'm
basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay. Hello, world.
Second player. It's good
Yes.
to have you on board.
Yes, it
I
is.
guarantee you can't
I am
do
second
any
player.
worse than the person who came before you.
I could very well be. You shouldn't judge that. I am RyaniNOTar.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What would RyaniNOTar do? RyaniNOTar would go. What would RyaniNOTar do? He would not tar, which is not tar, but it would be up tar. We going to go down tar. And here we go. It's red. Red. Red.
But
Car.
Stanley just couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
That's
He
exactly
might
right.
be fired for that.
I don't want to be
And in
fired.
such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Exactly.
All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Maybe everyone...
And then something occurred to Stanley.
Ninja.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
I'm crazy.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
I disagree
None
with
of
that.
it
There
made
could be a
any
reason for
logical
it.
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
What strange
For example,
observations?
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
That is a good point.
Doors close automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Teleportation.
"I'm dreaming!
Dreaming.
He yelled.
Ah!
This is all a dream.
Dream.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers
Am I
weren't actually gone.
wearing pants?
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Wake up.
I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Wait, but I thought
may as well
I thought he
enjoy
liked
this while I'm still lucid. So
I thought he liked pushing
imagined
buttons.
himself flying and began to gently float above.
Woo. Woo.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
Stars.
And Stanley marveled that he had still not
What?
woken up. How
Why-
was he
why am I
then
not
so
floating anymore?
lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
I'm confused.
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That is a good point.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley,
What?
who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
What?
And while he thought it all
What?
very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
What?
this was not a dream. How could it be?
I'm dreaming
was
that.
Stanley simply
What?
deceiving himself, believing that if he's
What?
asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Wait, but then how did?
Now, hearing the voice
How
speak
does-
these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
That's quite a shock.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
I know for
Did
a certain
the
that
voice not
this is
see
a
him
dream.
float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else
I
would
s-
the voice explain all that?
How do
this
you
voice
explain
was
that?
a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this
What?
was a dream.
What?
So he closed his eyes gently,
Closes my
and he
eyes.
invited himself to
Good
wake
night.
up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh
I
air
feel
of
it.
a world outside this one. Let me wake up,
Wake up.
he thought to himself.
Wake
I'm
up.
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
I don't remember there being a
All I
wife.
want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
What?
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Am I awake?
I am okay.
I disagree with that. I'm still here?
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office.
Stanley.
I am real. Please,
Boss.
just someone
Real.
tell me I am real. I
Why is
must
it all
be
turned
real.
red?
I must be. Can anyone
What's-
hear my
what's
voice?
red?
Who am I?
Red?
Who am I? And everything went black.
Black.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
What?
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
What?
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am
Until
sane.
she heard the...
I am in control of my mind.
Until she heard the
I
voice
know
in her
what is
mind.
real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Why would she do
And then
that?
she turned and ran.
What about the ambulance, the police, or something? That... What? What happened? Thank you guys for enjoying this very interesting journey with me. We will do the next part eventually. Bless you. We will do we will choose another path in the next part, and hopefully it will be as amazing as this one was, because it was. This game is amazing. This game is amazing. But if you guys liked this video, make sure to leave a like and leave a comment about a comment in a comment, commenting about your comment. And don't forget to subscribe. Yes. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. No, you're all on fire. No. Don't you see the hazards that possess and fire?
How I earned all the medals.
I fix you now. Get this little saw right here. It's so tiny you wouldn't even know it. I get the saw. I know it's stuck in... No! No! I lost the saw. That's okay, we have a bigger saw, much better.